Hey guys, Delman here, and let's talk about what happened in the latest Around the Verse. So, in the latest Around the Verse, we got to have a look at what the stuff they're implementing with things like Item System 2.0 and the Room System. They described the Room System gonna be working like, each room will have a different pressurization. If a door gets opened or blown up, people inside not wearing spacesuits will die and get sucked out the ship and that sort of stuff. That really adds to the immersion, and it's a must-have in a space sim game. It's needed for space stations, it's needed for ships, it's needed for anything that's not on a planet. So, or even on a planet with no atmosphere, these things are still needed. So, yeah, this is really good work what they're doing. They're working on Item System 2.0. They're porting all the ships over to that new item system, which is going to be amazing. As you can see here, you got the new scrolling mechanics for, opening and stuff. So no more of that annoying use key. Thank goodness for that. They're also working on getting it so items have different ways of being accessed. So you don't necessarily run up to a door to open it. You'll have to go up to a panel and open it from there. There'll be doors that'll be opened by sensor, so if you walk up to it or into its area of effect, it'll open. There's also something else which, as you see him scrolling through the different options, there's a hack option, which is something I'm really looking forward to. It's something that's very much needed, because that means that we'll be getting things like locking mechanisms on doors and stuff, so you can park your ship somewhere without having someone steal it. If they want to steal it, they'll have to go through an arduous task of trying to hack the door open, or even blowing it open, which can cause serious damage to the ship. That is all very good and well, and I am really looking forward to it. So yeah, this is cool. Like, they showed the rooms and stuff, how some rooms had, like, carbon dioxide levels in them, some had oxygen, and then there was, like, an area where there was no atmosphere, and what it would cause is the atmosphere on the insides of these rooms to bleed if you leave the door open out into space, and lower the pressure, which is all very good and well. We also got to have a look at the Buccaneer and how it's changed, and, yeah, it's still a light fighter, but it's more about super firepower, high speed and maneuverability, but it's made of paper. They're going to be changing the way the landing gear looks as well, because it apparently blocks the lower weapon. This is very early look at it right now. Lots of stuff needs to be changed. This is the basic grey box sort of look. They've been placing maneuvering thrusters all over the thing. This thing has got a lot of maneuvering thrusters, guys. I mean, it's got buckets loads. Big, huge, powerful engines, and the ladder has been moved to the other side. The animations and everything is not final, guys. It's all going to be changed and adapted, to match the ship. Everything's going to be made to look a lot more crisp. This is very early days, but it is said to be Drake's answer to things like the Anvil Super Hornet, the Gladius, and the Saber. So what that means is it's a pirate ship through and through. It's designed to be able to stop, police vessels, basically. And it's a good one if you are going to be a pirate and you've got a pirate organization, you're going to have bounty hunters and all sorts of things come after you. I'd recommend that you get a couple of Buccaneers for your, your crew guys to work with you and use these things to protect you. Because these things are going to be able to punch way above their weight class, but they're not going to be able to take the hits. So think of them like in the movies, when you see like the fighter planes flying around and stuff, like the sci-fi movies where you have like the bad guys' ships that hit incredibly hard but blow up as soon as they get hit. It's a bit like that, really. These things are going to be incredibly fragile, but the idea is they have the maneuverability and the speed and the firepower so they don't get hit, and they'll destroy what they're going to get attacked by, before it has a chance to retaliate. They're working on the animations for it. The animations are going to be pretty cool. I like how the idea is that he sort of gets in from a diagonal thing. That's cool. But yeah, there's a lot of clipping issues right now, but they're smoothing out the bumps of that. So the Buccaneer is going to be a good one. So, we got to see the character pipeline, and that also meant that we got to see the changes and stuff, and what we've got to look forward to. So, basically, the old style of making things was very difficult, and it took a long time to basically get definitive results. But now they've got a new system, and stuff looks absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at this. This is the new marine, armor, or the new armor anyway, and it looks really cool. It's going to be modular too, which is also another plus. Like you can see here, the old style pirate gear wasn't exactly, you know, nice, but then obviously we have the Nomad, which is a new standard they're going towards, and it looks amazing. This is also good news across the board, because in Squadron 42, as you can see here, you have the old characters, which I still think look really cool. I would enjoy that, but of course they had to go one step beyond, and now look, they've got micro textures and everything. Things are 1,000 times more detailed. I mean, look at everything. It looks crazy. Like, now when you zoom in on something, it doesn't just get all pixely. The detail will increase. I mean, this is completely nuts. Me personally, I honestly thought this is not really needed, you know what I mean? But, you know, how they are, they're perfectionists, and they keep going one step beyond to make things more and more and more detailed. But yeah, stuff looks absolutely great. So, for physical-based rendering, what they've been working on is something called ZBrush. It allows them to make stuff a lot quicker and to a lot more fidelity. Stuff like interacts with its environment correctly, like, you know, way the shaders all work correctly, the armors, like, you know, reflective glare and all that sort of stuff works correctly. They've got tons of different textures and stuff for them to play around with. It also means that they can customize these armor pieces or anything on these characters to whatever colors they really so desire, and still make it look believable, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Also, it means that they'll be able to make different variations of items a lot faster, and it gives the artists and stuff a lot more tools to play around with that are a lot more simple than the old tools and require a lot less work, and that is always a plus because it means less work means they can get more done in a shorter time period. So that's always good. Also means they're trying to make things modular so we can get the stuff on the shelves in the game for us to use. Also with armor, they are working on an undersuit here, as you can see here. It means you can bolt armor to it. So your own custom, you know, types of armor pieces you'll be able to adapt and apply to this. So this is what you'll be wearing underneath all of your armor. This is like your standard spacesuit. And I really do like the way it looks. It's very detailed. It's sort of simplistic in a way. And it's, I don't know, it sort of says to me, it means, like, you know, it means business. But yeah. We also get to see creatures. We also get to see how they make the creatures. They talked about other alien life forms and insect-like creatures in the worm and stuff, and you can see how ZBrush has really helped them, you know, create these things in a relatively short period of time. Get a giant dragonfly bug creature. I'm really looking forward to, like, you know, seeing these things in action. But yeah, that was pretty much around the verse, folks, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with next. But yeah, those giant alien dragonfly creatures, I really do hope that they're like, you know, they fly around in swarms and they attack humans, you know, like they feed on meat or whatever, and they're carnivores, and you have to try and fight them off your ship. Imagine being like on board an 890 jump, and you know, you're just chilling in the hot tub, but somebody left all of the doors open to the outside. You're landed on a strange tropical planet, and then all of a sudden, these huge insects are crawling through the hallways, and you jump out the hot tub and you draw out your laser pistol and you're having to fight them off. It would be amazing. But yeah, there is literally unlimited possibilities on where Star Citizen can go with this technology, and it is really good news for us. Oh, and one last thing before I forget, guys, I'd like to give a special shout out to a guy called NewLexcian, and he's made a fan website helping new players, you know, like coming to the game and telling them how to pledge and things like that, and giving them a soft approach to the game. So and getting into it. So yeah, I salute you and good job, man. I really do like what you've done here, and I appreciate the fact that you put my organization and my YouTube in there and my referral code. So yeah, thank you very much, and it's very kind of you to do so. So yeah, anyone who's new and looking to back in Star Citizen and are not sure how to do it, you can take a look at this guy's site, and it should give you the easy steps on how to get involved and stuff like that, and then you'll know what you're doing when you go to the main site. So yeah, great job, man. Good work. Also, folks, I'd like to say thank you to everybody here that's, you know, watched my videos and subscribed and leaved a like and things like that. You guys are amazing. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch these things and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do a video on the Star Citizen roadmap because there's a lot of new people who haven't heard of Star Citizen I've discovered coming to my channel. Yeah, I'd like to give them more information and stuff because they're not sure. They're like, oh, what are these roles and stuff? I didn't know this was in the game. It's like, are you sure this is in the game? Well, of course it is. I've told them to go to the RSI website, but it's not enough. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on the roadmap for Star System when these roles are being implemented and things like that. I'm also going to start to do videos on the lore stuff that they post every now and again, the fun little stories that they do. I'll read them to you guys so you can enjoy them too and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much guys for joining me on the channel. You guys all rock. Thank you for your support and your comments and stuff. It's amazing. You guys are awesome. So yeah, you know the drill guys. Fly safe, Commanders, and I'll see you in the verse.